meteorologist Chase Jones.
Well, we're looking at that heat burst. It might be some of that rodeo, if not those Rams playing baseball over there. But of course, we're taking a good look at it because it's a good example of the San Angelo bubble in action. Now, a lot of that low cloud cover still making its way through. Take a good look at temperatures over the last 24 hours, dropping gradually down into those upper 60s, up into those lower 80s. Then as we cool off, we see that heat burst jump us up by about 10 degrees. And then we drop out 10 degrees. So on our way to an interesting evening, but humidity values have dried up, so they're back on the rise, at least here in San Angelo. 78 in San Angelo right now. Everybody else in a combination of 80s, upper 70s, mid 70s across the entire region. It's a great night, but we're still looking for the rain. It might be on its way. 76 up there in Sterling City, 80 down there in Junction, 78 in San Angelo. Finally, 4 degrees across the entire Concho Valley, unless you want to count El Dorado off towards Junction, so there's 6 and not that short of a distance, but you see those patches of green trying to work their way in, so cooler air is definitely trying to force its way in. There's the dry air over San Angelo, but it's making its way back up into those 50s. Dew points are well below the severe weather atmospheric sweet spot as it makes its way down there in those 50s and in those lower 60s. Humidity indices are back up there in those 50s, so we haven't risen at all. It's been holding strong at about half saturation all day. While moisture tracker is going to show you where concentration of blues are starting to move around the Concho Valley, and by Easter we're going to watch a good line try to make its way through and then push out well before Sunday morning, but more moisture potentially on the way. Now, upper level pattern is showing us that we're supposed to be seeing rain with this low pressure system making its way out of our area. We see a little bit of zonal flow with some shortwave troughing as we make our way into that 4th week of April. Hopefully more rain behind it, but this low pressure system working off the west coast could be the next round of moisture that we might see here in the Concho Valley, but at least the temperature will be going strong. Water vapor imagery is showing you, look at the size of this storm. Look at the size of this front making its way over the entire state of Texas. You'd think there'd be a little bit of moisture here, but every storm chaser is in Oklahoma right now while they're still dealing with rounds of snow up there in the Rocky Mountains up there in Colorado. They're going to see another foot. Severe weather outlook is the Concho Valley, but we're not seeing any severe weather. Hail probability is the Concho Valley, but we're still not seeing any of that hail. Trey, you might want to take the truck out of the covered parking. While we look at the satellite, we're still seeing a lot of that low cloud cover make its way through the entire region, but the radars are still just showing us low cloud cover. You can even see what's left of that heat burst right here over San Angelo. Now, the Futurecast is going to show you where the rain is supposed to be showing up. We'll see if those temperatures don't sort of reach that tipping point as we make our way closer towards tomorrow morning. Now, Steven's going to take a closer look as this starts to make its way through the area. Trust me, every radar is cranked on. As Saturday rolls around, these storms are starting to weaken. This is Saturday morning around 6 a.m. As we keep our eye off towards the west for the afternoon, we're hoping that conditions hold out long enough for the Rams to clinch another win, but you see that how they primarily hold off towards the north. By Saturday around 10:30, here comes a probable monster storm, but you see how it's gradually weakening. Now, shades of pink tucked in there are where we have the probability for hail, but if you guys take a good look at how the model has it shaped up, not a whole lot of tornado activity, but we can't rule it out as it pushes its way through our area. It's going to last all night for about 4 hours. Then by Sunday morning, everything should be perfect for Sunday morning service. So tonight, dropping back down into those mid-60s. I'm on the lookout for damaging winds, nickel-sized hail, and just rain in general. Then tomorrow, we're going to make a good run at those lower 70s. If not, that's exactly where we're at right now. While we're on the lookout for some of that thunderstorm activity, we'll see if it doesn't make its way through, but it looks pretty promising if you saw the Futurecast with me as we make our way closer towards that 4th week of April. Seeing some cooler temperatures make their way in, but no one's going to disagree with the humidity values. As we begin that week, we're going to see those temperatures push back up into those 80s. Hopefully more moisture makes its way through as we continue to see those temperatures locked in those 80s, while those overnight lows continue to drop from those 50s and push all the way back up into those 60s. Stay tuned. We'll have over the break. You're watching KSAN News at 10.